Hold on, let me get back on the air. So I could get back on the air. Alright, we're back on the air on here and so I'll give you guys our thoughts and everything. So, yep. Okay, here's another topic. And I know
I'm interested in this one. Yeah,
I know a way to do it. Okay, look. I'm looking at the female roster right now, and I know the people that are watching this, you could see that I'm on the women's section. Pair up people that are entertaining enough to make the tag titles relevant. Like, for example, I would have paired up Shotzi Blackheart with, well, now she's paired up with Natalya, but I kind of saw her and Tegan Knox. I saw it kind of had potential, but it didn't last long.
Yeah.
And you could have paired up Tamina with Nia. It wouldn't be bad to pair up Tamina with Nia Jax. So there's 2 tag teams you have so far.
Yep, that was the first thing, you know. Yep.
Okay, and if what you call if Asuka does not win against Bianca at WrestleMania, you could probably make Alexa Bliss and Asuka a tag team again, but make them a heel tag team.
Mm-hmm.
And
what was the name of the tag team with Asuka? And I forgot the name of her other tag team partner when they were the tag team, women's tag team champions.
Kairi Sane, bro, I love that. I love that team. The Kabuki Warriors, I love that team.
Remember Paige managed them.
Yeah, the Kabuki Warriors.
Asuka and
I could pair up Candice LeRae with probably Dana Brooke. Like, just pair up random women. I mean, in the tag team division, or hell, you could have brought Gigi Dolan and Toxic Attraction instead of them turning on each other. You should have brought them up to the main roster, and it would have boosted the tag team division even better. And yeah, that's how I would have fixed it. And pair Mia Yim up with Candice LeRae. Why not? Or, well, at the same time, Mia Yim is part of the OC, so probably that won't happen.
It's like, remember when Sasha and Bayley won the tag team belts?
Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for Tamina and Nia to win, to be the wild female Samoans athletes, because both of them are cousins.
Yeah.
It should have started with them. There was no point to put Bayley and Sasha as the tag team champions. It didn't work. And look where it happened, you know.
Agreed.
It should have been with Tamina and Nia, knowing that they're cousin Samoans, and you know, and put them over as a tag team division.
Yeah,
but it didn't happen. Change the plan.
Yeah, and you could probably pair up Doudrop and Dana Brooke together, but I think they'll be a jobber tag team. I don't think they'll win a tag team champions. Or yeah, I mean, you could just pair up any of these.
Something like that should have happened. That was a plan that should have happened a long time ago, but they changed it on the last minute. Now, if you rewind back the women's tag team champion, you for sure you had a team in that past, like Laycool, Funkadactyls, Bellas,
and
the Iconic would have come in there.
Yeah, I could have. If I was running,
then you would have had tag teams right there. You know.
Yeah, and if I was running WWE,
PMS.
I would have brought back the Iconics to boost up the tag team division as well. I would have done that too.
Yeah.
And the people that I wouldn't make as tag teams is, I'm looking at the women's roster here on 2K22, is Raquel Gonzalez. She doesn't need to be a tag team with anybody. Nikki Cross, she doesn't really need to be a tag team with anybody. Liv Morgan, she doesn't need to be a tag team with anybody. Let's see. Going through the roster here. Well, Bianca and Charlotte don't need to be. It's a no-brainer. They don't need to be team.
That doesn't match.
Yeah,
they're 2 individuals that that can do it by themselves.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Bayley, so I guess her. I mean, I'm not a fan of her, but yeah.
Bayley doesn't need a tag team either. Bayley doesn't need a tag team. She can do her ding dong hello by herself, and she can be so over.
Honestly, the ding dong
she doesn't need a partner.
Is not entertaining to me, bro. I never found I always found Bailey's heel run terrible. No emotion in her promos whatsoever. That's just my opinion.
And the question is, yeah, but here's another question that I probably want to kick in on you on this one. Would it done her any favors if they were still pushing her as the babyface female John Cena? Was that working out, or didn't work out in your opinion?
Nope.
When she was the huggable Bailey and the female John Cena.
That was stupid.
Do you think that would have worked out?
No.
Or it was too forced?
It didn't work out. They tried to make it work out, but the problem is it didn't.
Because I don't know who came up with the whole female John Cena, which the only person I can tell that tried to put it more over was Michael Cole, you know?
Yeah, and I think they're trying to make Bianca Belair the female John Cena.
Yeah, because they have similar, you know, maneuvers, you know, attitude adjustment maneuvers, both of them, you know?
Yep.
It's just that Bianca has it the other way around, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, so that's how I would have fixed the tag team division.
Because the last time I saw a tag team division in my WWF A days is in 1987 when we saw the women's tag team champions managed by Jimmy Hart, the Glamour Girls, taking on the Jumping Bob Angels. And they were defeated at the first Royal Rumble. And the Jumping Bob Angels were the women's tag team champion. Now nobody doesn't know who they are. Tune into the Royal Rumble, the first Royal Rumble.
It's just sad.
The Glamour Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Glamour Girls losing to the Jumping Bob Angels. They were managed by Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, and
so anybody doesn't know it, look into that.
I knew that they had a tag team division, women's, in the 80s. It's just that WWE does not acknowledge it. Like, the only people that I know from the 80s was women's wrestlers of the 80s was Wendy Richter, Leilani Kai.
Hall of Famer, yeah.
Well, Leilani Kai,
Hall
of Famer. Well, she should be.
Yeah, she should be. It's overdue.
Yeah, and who else? Princess Victoria, Velvet McIntyre, and Fabio.
And then Rockin' Robin, remember?
Rockin' Robin, Those are
remember Rockin' Robin?
Those are the only women.
But the last time I saw Rockin' Robin, remember when she did America the Beautiful for WrestleMania 5 when the Mega Powers exploded? That was the last time I saw Rockin' Robin.
Yeah, and it sucks that those women do not get any acknowledgement whatsoever. Well, Wendy Richter is a Hall of Famer, so she gets acknowledged.
Yeah. Yeah, Piper had to induct her because I think he was the only one that pushed her to, you know, to acknowledge that she was before the Divas Revolution, the Divas division.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I think Sonny was getting into so many problems, so then they had to put Wendy Richter as a, you know, as a backup, you know, like saying, hey, have you forgotten about Wendy Richter, you know?
Yeah, and Wendy Richter's career could have been bigger, because if you watch that Dark Side of the Ring episode with the Fabius Moolah is the reason why her career changed. Moolah and with the Spider Lady and Wendy Richter, and it wasn't the original Spider Lady, it was Moolah.
Oh, yeah.
And what you call...
Yeah, and their feuds were long. Remember that.
Yeah, she had a lot of matches with Moolah, and remember that her and Vince Moolah and Vince kind of made Wendy Richter very upset, because if you watch that match, this is the original screw job. This was before the Montreal screw job. Remember that match that when Moolah was pinning Wendy, and 1, and then she kicks out 2, 3. So that's basically screwing Wendy Richter. So that was the original screw job before the Montreal screw job.
Yeah.
And then that changed Wendy Richter's whole career. I mean, she could have been big. She could have been the female version of Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because she was in good relations with that generation, with Hogan, Piper, Tito Santana, JYD, you know.
I was shocked.
But, you know, I was so happy when she did get her Hall of Fame induction.
I was shocked to not see her at WrestleCon this year. Last year when I went into Dallas, because she's from Dallas, Texas. I was shocked by that. So
yeah, and coming to this WrestleCon that's already been posted. You know what? I'm gonna have mixed feelings about it. Oh, no. In general, let me break it to you. I do have mixed feelings about it. I have a feeling that this is gonna be a very, very guaranteed full event with capacity.
Oh, absolutely.
And another thing is, you did bring another point. Not all of them will probably be guaranteed to see who's going to show up there or not. You know.
Yeah. Like,
maybe some of them might cancel on last minute. So I would give it zero expectations right now who's going to be there or not. But the Young Bucks and Bill Goldberg are like the main event rosters, I think, with the VIP package or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not interested in that, you know.
I remember telling you that. I remember telling you that who canceled out. I mean, the person that I can.
Yeah, you told me about a few talents canceled out. Yeah.
I think the only talent that I can remember at this point, I know I told you last time, was Kevin Nash. He was supposed to be there on the day where I was go, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be surprised if he cancels again. And there's another strong possibility that somebody else might cancel. Lex Luger, because I've been hearing that he has not been really 100% conditioned to do anything, to any activity right now.
Well,
because he's on the roster.
Yeah, and
him and Jay.
I actually met him last year, Lex Luger. A lot of people say he was an asshole back in the day, but I doubt that's him now because he's changed so much. And he was a really nice guy.
Yeah. But I think due to his health issues, who knows if he's going to be able to make this trip or not, you know.
Yeah.
And it would not surprise me if he does cancel out for those, you know, fortunate circumstances, you know, if he's going to show up or not, you know.
Yep.
So this is going to be very interesting how that event's going to turn out, you know.
Yeah, it is.
I probably will show up to the show number 3 because I hear Kurt Angle is showing up to the 3 sessions there.
Oh, but I heard Goldberg's only showing up to 1 session. But if that was me, I would have to go with 1 session because I love Goldberg.
Yeah, I think everybody's gonna show up to number 1. Some people are gonna like take time off from work or call in sick or whatever. I think people will do what it takes to show up to number 1, and I can probably guarantee you that the first one will be a no-brainer that'll show up.
And I think number 1 and number 2 is gonna last longer. Like it's gonna last till nighttime. But when I went at last year, I went to session 4. It ended like around 2 o'clock. But I heard that session 1, 2, and 3 ended at 8 o'clock at night.
Do you think that session 3 and 4, because they had a lot to do with WrestleMania? Because the way it's scheduled is from 9 to the afternoon.
Because I don't think so, because none of those people at WrestleCon is under a WWE contract, because the WrestleCon is WWE Hall of Famers that are not under a WWE contract, and wrestlers from AEW or WCW and from other wrestling promotions like Impact Wrestling, AAA, New Japan. That's what WrestleCon is for. Like, I doubt signed WWE guys like Stone Cold, for example, and also they don't like Stone Cold, for example. He would never appear at a WrestleCon because he's under contract by WWE. But I think there's.
And speaking of Stone Cold, the Stone Cold meet and greet 316 is sold out, dude. Announcement.
Oh.
The meet and greet for Steve Austin, the 316 meet and greet, sold out already.
Oh, and I don't know if I told you this. I'm gonna meet Hulk Hogan pretty soon. bro, he charges $300, but I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have to do this, bro, because he's one of my all-time favorites, and I gotta get a pic with him.
It's not a coincidence that he's $300 because I read that Steve Austin for the 316 meet and greet, he's about like either 200 or 250. Now that package covers the signature, the photo,
Same.
and his free 6-pack of beer.
Yeah, same. The package that I got, it covers the signature and the picture with Hogan, but there's a $200 ticket. There's a $300 ticket. The $300 ticket is it's certain things that he charges in one of those deals. There's certain things that he uses. Like, for example, since I'm taking my lovely world heavyweight title with me over there, so he could sign it. As you can see here, I'm gonna take this with me. He's charging me $300 to sign this belt, and with the picture with him. Not $300 each. It's a package deal. But if I bring in a figure, he charges $200.
Well, it's gonna be under your name and everything, and you know you're not gonna sell it, so.
Oh yeah, bro.
The profit, you know.
I'm never selling this belt, and yeah, man, Hulk Hogan.
But yeah, I just read this morning that the 316 meet and greet, it is sold out now.
Not surprised.
It was already advertised because I tuned into his Instagram too. He was making an announcement, and then after that, I think a day later, it's already posted that Stone Cold meet and greet's already, sold out.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question that I want to bring up to your attention as a fan, and I think as a fan you'll probably find it as an insult and pretty stupid for the knuckleheads that did this.
Spill it.
Okay, you read the topic that Rey Mysterio, was coming from work on a way home in an airport, and you had some guy with a cases of Funko Pop, and he was waiting for Mysterio to sign all those Funko Pop with him. Now, honestly, that guy was not a fan. That was just a knucklehead to get signatures to make profits out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the creepy part. Here's the creepy part, Miguel. How dumb can somebody go and start stalking a talent when their flight's coming or what hotel's staying? I'm sorry, Miguel, but that's creepy, dude. That
is creepy.
Me saying, oh, Miguel's flight's coming to 3 o'clock and he's staying at the Disney hotel.
That's really creepy. And
how the fuck will you feel about that, dude?
I feel weirded out. Like, I don't want fans. If I was famous celebrity, I don't want fans to know where I'm staying at or where they could meet me at. And I'm not signing a whole load of shit of things that they want me to sign. No, and plus, why would you approach Ray and why would you approach any celebrity in public to sign more than 10 items just to make profits off?
Yeah.
Like, that's a disgrace, man. Like, whoever did that out there, he's full of shit. Shout out to the 4 on the stream. How y'all doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing good.
Earn money to meet these talents, and then you get these so-called wannabe fans and want to make profits out of them. But it is creepy to be stalking talents for autographs or something. I don't know. It's very rude. It's very immature. And by the end of the day, you're disrespecting their boundaries.
Yeah, and it's rude to go up to random wrestlers or anybody random, a singer, actor, or whatever. Why they're out in public, wanting to do their own thing and wanting to enjoy doing things that a normal average life does, like go out to public, to go to malls or whatever. It's very weird to like bother them and say, "Hey, I want an autograph. Will you sign it?" And you better expect that there's gonna be a letdown. Like, he's gonna tell you no in a rude way, because dude, think about it. He doesn't want to be bothered. Like, there's one guy that I knew from. This is one random guy I was talking to when I went to SmackDown in Tampa back in 2021. He said that he
Yeah.
saw Matt Cardona at Disney World, aka Zack Ryder at Disney World, and he said that he asked Matt Cardona for a picture, and Matt Cardona said in the real way, "Hell no."
He's on boundaries, dude. He wants to be at the park by himself, right?
Well, he was there with his wife, so that's another thing. He wants to be with his wife.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That's like, you gotta respect his boundaries, man.
Exactly, and these people are just weird. Like, you know, Brian does the same thing. Like, he what you call doesn't care if he bothers any celebrity in public just for a signature. Like, really, dude?
Can't do that to them, dude.
Exactly. I mean, they love fans, but they got lives, you know. They wanna do things on their own without having to be bothered by fans. You know?
Or for idiots that want to make profits out of those Funko Pops or whatever, you know.
Exactly.
Or any elite action figure because for an autograph, you know.
Exactly.
That is not good.
I'm not really an autograph person. I mean, the only thing that I would get signed are my belts, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
that's why we have meet and greets, Miguel. Is why we have meet and greets.
Yeah.
Let them sign your shit there.
and it's a bitch that we gotta pay, but we gotta pay.
Hey, it's worth it. But in our case, I find it as an insult because we're paying our money for them. Well, these idiots are out there stalking them and acting creepy. It's like, dude, screw you guys. You're insulting us, dude.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, I saw... Who did I see in public one time? I saw Kelly out there in Dallas randomly in public. I just waved at her and say hi, but I didn't go up to her table and have a 10-minute and expect a 10-minute conversation. No, I had to leave the girl alone.
Yeah. She was probably on the way to the store or something, whatever.
I think I saw her, yeah, she was on her way on the store, and she was nice enough to say hi, but, yeah.
Yep. I'm not gonna go, hey, here, autograph. No, dude.
Yeah, that's freaking weird. I mean,
you're off duty, dude. Go enjoy your day off, dude. You know?
Yeah. And is she still wrestling, or like at Independence or whatever, or no?
She's just doing meet and greets in LA.
Oh.
That's the only way she makes her money, you know?
Instead of Kelly, they should have let her use her real name, Barbie Blank.
Yeah. But all I can say about the meet and greet that in this WrestleCon is going to be very interesting. I probably would expect a lot of high crowds out there, you know. And like I said, for WrestleMania, I'm only going to show number 1 and show number 2. I'm just going to chill back at home and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point of you going to WrestleMania because you already went to one. Like if WrestleMania comes here in Florida, and I really would want to go, but if I have to miss it for whatever reason, I won't feel bad about it because I already went to one.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm going to go to WrestleCon in session number 3 because my girl Jasmine is going to be there.
Oh, nice.
So because of her benefit, yeah, because she's going to show up at another PC W Independent Wrestling, so she's going to go on with Zyra, which we met at another meet and greet too. So it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, but is there any people there that you haven't met yet that you want to meet at WrestleCon this year?
At WrestleCon, the only guy that I wanted to see was Jack Perry and Evil Uno, and they're scheduled to be there.
I met Jungle
So if I'm
Boy.
going to probably go, I want to probably meet the exception of them because who knows when Evil Uno is going to come around, or, you know, or either Jack Perry's going to make an appearance or anything like that, you know.
I had a 5-minute conversation with Evil Uno. Cool guy.
Yeah.
I told Jungle Boy, I told him that I met Jungle Boy last year. He was cool. And I even told him, he even had the AEW tag title, and I actually held it, and that thing was heavy. When I held the, now Hulk Hogan's running in place. What you call it? When I held the title, when I held that title, bro, it was super heavy. Well, not super heavy, but it was pretty heavy.
So yeah, those are my exceptions to see any of those guys that. Who knows if they're going to come up in future meet and greets. Lilian Garcia is going to be there, but the last time I saw Lilian Garcia was at WWE Access 2012. That was the last time I saw Lilian Garcia.
I actually saw her at last year's WrestleCon, and I waved at her, and she waved at me.
Yeah. And for the first time ever, I'm going to... Butterbean's going to be there. You know, the boxer?
Yeah, Butterbean.
Ex-boxer.
Yeah, and that guy knew how to knock a motherfucker out.
Well, remember that WrestleMania boxing match against
Lord.
Bart Gunn?
The bra for all.
That was, what, less than a minute? Less than, what, 10 seconds or something?
Yeah, and Bart cut Bart Gunn a break. He's not a professional fighter like how Butterbean is.
Yeah. Now, in that storyline, that feud, that boxing match, did you know the reason why that boxing match was cut short? Did you hear any stories about that one?
It was on Dark Side of the Ring. You didn't see the Dark Side of the Ring episode about the brawl for all?
Yeah, but did it surprise you why was it cut short or anything like that?
No, well, it wasn't cut short. It was done fully all the way. And Vince could have pulled the plug on this anytime he wanted to, but he chose not to. Vince McMahon. And that whole brawl for all idea was all Vince Russo's idea, just to get JBL to get knocked out, like, because he hated. The reason why the brawl for all was created by Vince Russo is because he didn't like JBL, because you know how JBL was a bully and all these things that we hear about JBL. That's the whole reason why that was created. But anyways, to answer your question, Dark Side of the Ring said that they promised Bart Gunn a high-profile feud against Steve Austin, because you know how Stone Cold was the top guy at the time, and that plan got changed, and then they used Butterbean to humiliate him, and that fight with Butterbean was not scripted. It was a legit fight, like all the brawl for all fights were. Like, that match was not scripted whatsoever. And that's one of the cleanest knockouts I've ever seen. Not really a boxing fan, but yeah.
But you know, Butterbean was so damn good. In every boxing match you would see Butterbean, he can knock you out with those right hands, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Butterbean was...
He couldn't even knock out Mayweather if he met up to Mayweather, okay? But unfortunately, Mayweather's a light heavyweight guy, though.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah, you know what a friend of mine told me one time?
So that's not going to happen.
He said that Mayweather would beat Mike Tyson in a fight. What's your reaction to that?
The answer is no, it's not going to happen, and Mayweather's a light heavyweight. Mike Tyson is a it's a real powerhouse, too heavy.
But if they were in action, I know
it's not gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen. But if it were to happen for without having to put them in a certain division, if it happened, do you really think that he's gonna kick Mike Tyson's ass?
I would say no, because I follow a lot of Mike Tyson's boxing fights, and Tyson was, the Iron Man, the Iron Mike Tyson. He was very dominant, man. Bro. Especially on his prime of 21. The guy was so good. I mean, the only disappointing boxing match was in 1995 when he beat that knucklehead McNeely freaking less than 5 minutes or something. When Mike Tyson got out of jail, went against McNeely, and then McNeely predicted that he was going to turn Mike Tyson into a cocoon. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
You're a cocoon.
Yeah, and Mayweather was...
You didn't even make it to 12 rounds, sir.
And what you call Mike Tyson would put Mayweather in a coma if they were to fight.
Mike Tyson has a big right hand, man.
Yeah. And he's still...
Honestly...
He's honestly still in boxing shape. Like, he still trains. Like, he still does it. He doesn't, like...
Oh, yeah.
Box professionally, but he still trains doing it.
It's kind of weird when Mike Tyson in 1990 losing to the boxer James Buster Douglas. That was the special guest referee for Hulk Hogan and the Macho King in a main event on a Friday night. It was supposed to be Mike Tyson.
Wait, James Buster Douglas?
Since
Mike Tyson? I did not know that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this main event match between Hulk Hogan and the Macho King was supposed to be a special guest referee, Mike Tyson. But a pay-per-view boxing match was booked, and James Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson, surprisingly. And instead of Mike Tyson being the special guest referee out of that, they put James Buster Douglas to be the special referee out of that match.
Which match was it again?
And then it was called main event. It was on a Friday night.
No, but
it wasn't a Saturday night main event. It was.
No, but who was on the card? Like who was who was supposed to wrestle? Like what match was he supposed to referee in?
It was only 2 matches, and that main event it was only 1 hour and 2 matches. It was Macho King versus, how do you call it? Macho King versus Hulk Hogan, and then the second match was let's put it this way: Hercules versus Ted DiBiase. But if you check on the internet and any YouTube, check out Hulk Hogan versus the Macho King.
Oh, I've seen that
for
match.
the WWF belt.
It was on
special referee.
It was James Buster Douglas. That's
James Buster Douglas.
Yeah, I remember that match. I've seen it. It was on that Macho Man DVD that I have, and that's probably the best match I ever seen that Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage ever put up. Bro, that was a good match.
Yeah.
Like I was really entertained by it. Like we talked about this before, and I've seen it, and it's a really good match, and that's probably the best match out of all of Hogan and Savage's matches.
Yeah, and supposedly Tyson before main event was going to take place.
Yeah,
it was a week before main event.
Yeah, and
so they changed the plan.
I think Pat Patterson was refereeing on the outside of the ring that match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that match. Yeah. That was a really good match.
Yeah. So that's so Mike Tyson was supposed to be the referee of that match, but it turned out to be James Buster Douglas.
Yeah. James Buster Douglas.
That was pretty. And then when James Buster Douglas was so popular defeating Mike Tyson, he was the next cover of the video game of the Punch-Out video game in the Sega Genesis game system.
Really?
James Buster Douglas was on the cover instead of Mike Tyson.
That's crazy. I did not know.
In the Sega Genesis. Yeah, in the Sega Genesis. Instead of Tyson, you put Buster Douglas in it.
Yep. And
it's like.
Yep. Well, Jose.
So that was one of those interesting feuds you had,
Yeah, but hey man, but it's been good having you on here, bro. And I think I'm done for tonight.
Topics are done, and we'll see if Batista's going to be announced for the main event Hall of Fame.
I would love to see that. Yeah.
So we'll see what Raw's going to give us.
All right. Well.
Hey, they're running out of time, man. They better start booking.
Bro, there's a lot of people that should be in the Hall of Fame.
To the next topic.
Yeah.
Hey. Yep. Well, here's the thing. That was good comments and a good topic, and the guys that put all those comments, I hope they keep up the good work because we agree to their comments. Yeah. Finally, you got somebody agreeing with you now.
Yeah. But all right then, Jose. Well, it was great having you on MTG Gaming, and we had a good discussion. So. All right, man. Well, I'll see you then. I'm about to get off here, people. So, MTG Gaming out. Jose Ocho is out. So, good.